Now let's actually test this code and run it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to this link, which we will leave in the description below. Once you click on that link, it will pull you up to this GitHub page where you'll see these lines of code. You want to select these lines of code. This is pretty much the code that will run the whole program. So we can right click on it and click copy. Then you want to go down to the text application at the bottom of your screen, and you want to create a new text. So you want to right click on the blank space and click the paste option. Now we need to adjust some things accordingly. The first one being the camera name. So in order to find out your camera name, go back to your motioneye system, and it should say it right here. Ours is camera 1. Yours might be different, it might be the same. And you also want to make sure that the model and the label are the same file names as the ones that we transferred to the Raspberry Pi. And the last thing that we need to adjust is the IFTT link. So this is pretty much the applet link. So if we go out here, it's pretty much this one. So once you go sign into your iftt.com, you want to go up to the search button, and you want to search up webhooks. Then you want to go scroll down and click on services, and you want to click on the webhooks button, and you want to click on documentation. Then you want to name this as motion cam or whatever you called it. So we can just type that in right here. And now once you type it in, you'll see that there's a curl command line. So you just want to select from HTTPS to the end. Once you're done with that, you can right click on it and click copy. Then go back to your text application and paste it right into here. We already did it, but for you, you can just select all of this and paste it. But you want to make sure that it's in the quotations. And once you're done with all of that, you can click on save. And you want to save the file to your downloads folder. So we'll name it teach.sh. And you can click on the save button. So now that we've actually saved the code to our files application, we need to actually transfer it to our Raspberry Pi so we can test it out. So let's go to the files application, to the downloads folder. So now we want to copy our teach.sh file to our Raspberry Pi. So we can right click on that and click on the copy option. Then go down to your Raspberry folder, and in this blank space here, you can paste it. And you'll see that it has been pasted. So now that we're done transferring our teach.sh file to Raspberry Pi, let's go back to our webhooks tab, and let's click on our applet. Then we want to click on settings. So now we're going to go to our body, and we are going to delete the link because we're not really going to use it right now. So let's delete that, and we can click on save. And now that the changes have been saved, let's go to our motioneye tab, and let's log in. And we need to make some adjustments to our motioneye system. So we want to go to the 3 buttons at the top left corner of our screen, and we want to turn on still images. So we'll just toggle that on. And we're also going to go to motion notifications, and we are going to go down, and we're going to toggle run a command on, and we're going to type the command as bash /home /ftp /storage teach.sh. This is just pretty much our sh file, so we can actually run the code on the motioneye system. And you also want to change your capture mode to motion triggered, one picture. You also want to make sure that your motion detection is toggled on, and if it is, then you're good. So you can click on apply. Now that we made our final motion eye adjustments, let's test out our final product or our final project. So we are going to put our pencil in front of the camera, and you'll see that the red outline has appeared. So then you want to take out your pencil so it doesn't keep on sending you notifications. And you have to wait a while because it has to go through. And once the red outline has disappeared, it has stopped detecting motion. So you can go back to our Gmail, and you can refresh it a couple of times. It will take a while, like I said. So now we got the Gmail, so let's open it, and it says that that it detected a pencil, so it's actually correct. So let's move on to our next item, which would be our mouse. So we are going to put our mouse in front of the camera. And the red outline has appeared, so we're going to take it out. And you should wait a while. Now that the red outline has disappeared, let's go back to our Gmail and let's continue refreshing. So now we got the Gmail, so we can open that up, and it says that it has detected a mouse, so it's right again. Now for our final item, we're going to put a pen in front of the camera, and the red outline has appeared, so we're going to take it out, and it will take a while like last time. And let's go back to our Gmail, and let's refresh. And we got our Gmail, so let's click on that, and it has correctly identified the item once again. So now we pretty much know that our code has worked properly, and that's pretty much it for our final project. So this is pretty much our final project. You can see that it has worked. This pretty much has a lot of possibilities. You can pretty much detect endless things. This could be used for security purposes, for educational purposes, for anything. In the future, the system could be used to identify faces, cars, or anything pretty much. So this has a lot of possibilities. And that's pretty much it.